Let me turn this. Put lights on both sides. All right. That looks too bright. Yeah, let's turn that light off. Hey, family. So I decided to come on so we can sew and chat. I told you I was coming on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. I attempted to come on earlier, but I'm going to be 100% honest. I forgot. So I'm still getting used to the regimen. But what I'm doing right now is some hems. I'm just preparing these hems, and then I'm going to go to the machine and sew them. So I said, let me come on here and you guys can watch me prepare these hems for these clients, right? Sewing is one of those things for me that is so, like, I don't know, therapeutic almost, especially when I'm sewing for myself. Like right now, I'm not sewing for myself, I'm sewing for somebody else, which is, still cool. But when I'm sewing for myself, it's like so therapeutic for me. And then once I'm done and I get to put on what I made and it actually looks good and it looks like something, even better. When I tell you better, even better. So right now we're going to just prep these hems so that all I got to do is put them on the machine. Well, I'm going to press them and then put them on the machine, because these have to go back tomorrow to where they belong. They got to go back to who they belong to tomorrow. So with that is what we're going to do. Now with these, you see these are leggings, and they want me to make these into shorts that are 4 inches. So I'm turning these into 4-inch shorts. Hello. So that is what we are about to do. Now, as you watch this, and even those of you who may watch this later on the replay, because I'm going to keep this live up, if you have any questions, you let me know in the comments. But right now, we are just going to prep. And then after the fact, I'm going to sew. I don't know if you will be online with me while I sew. I don't know. It depends. But, let's talk. Let's have some conversation. Where are you from? I'm from Florida, in the United States of America. That is where I reside. Where are you from? Where are you watching from? And do you sew? Do you do alterations? When people say they know how to sew, sewing and alterations is like two totally different families. People think, oh yeah, sewing is sewing, but no. Sewing is not sewing. It's one thing if you can sew, and it's another thing if you can do alterations. Okay? Yo, you from India? All right, that's what's up. What do you do in India? Do you sew? What do you do? And what made you watch my live? What made you watch my live from India? I'm curious. What interests you to click my live from India, my friend? I swear I feel like I can do this all day. It's the actual sewing part. It's the part that's like, India? I know of India. Yeah, I've heard of India. I ain't never been to India. But who don't know India? What do you do in India? Oblige. Let me know. Oh, make sure y'all like, please. Please hit the like button so that the algorithm could let other people know that I'm on here. Sharing is caring, so that not only you see what I'm doing, but everybody else can see what I'm doing too. And if they got any questions, they can ask. Thank you. Okay. What time is it in India? You're eating cake? All right, that's cool. What do you do? And why are you watching my live? What time is it in India? Okay, we're gonna take 3 inches off of this one. Sometimes I be wondering, like, how do people? It's 4 o'clock in the morning over there. Wow. So why are you even up? Why are you up watching me do alterations? Huh? Oblige me, please. Why are you up at 4 o'clock in the morning on your phone on YouTube, and you happen, of all the lives that you could see, you happen to click my live, right? And you're watching me prepare these hems. Why? I'd be so curious to know. 4.5 inches. So since y'all don't want to ask me questions, I'm gonna ask y'all questions. Well, if you let me know that you're here, I'm gonna ask you questions. Unless you have questions later on the replay, like I said, you can ask me down below. But right now, I'm prepping these hems. I do a lot of hems on a daily basis, right? You don't even know. You don't. Stop it. Okay? You better stop it. First of all, you don't even know who I am because this is my not really first time, but I don't go live. So you don't even know who I am. You're talking about you love my lives. You better stop it. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? So way back in the day, I remember saying to myself, I want to make X amount of dollars on hems. I want to do a certain amount of hems and make a certain amount of money on hems, right? And I done figured out the math and I did the math and that yada yada yada. But not taking into account all the work that's going to go into doing hems, right? And this is just like regular hems off of people who come into the shop, on a daily basis, not bulk. I didn't even think that far ahead. Yo, okay, Big Silkin in the house. What's up, Big Silkin? How did you know I was live? What, y'all? This writing is. First of all, let me tell y'all something. After you get in your 40s, them eyes just don't. They don't react the same. The writing on here is so small. Okay, but I believe that says Lynette. I think that says Lynette. So yo, what's up, Lynette? But let me tell y'all something. Let me go get some more hints. Hold on. But I'm gonna talk to y'all while I go do that. So let me tell y'all something. So back in the day, I said to myself, I was like, I want to do X amount of hems, and I want to make X amount of dollars, right? Doing these hems. That's what I said to myself. Not taking into account all the work that has to go into the hems, right? Well, no, let me not say I didn't take it into account, but I seen it on my TV. Oh, okay. I'm on the big screen. I'm on the big screen right now. Hey, big screen TV. Let me stop. So not taking into account, all the work that has to go into that, right? And so now this is why you gotta be real careful. This is why you gotta be real careful about what you say, okay? Because it can and will come to fruition. I used to say, I want to do a certain amount of hems and I'm going to make, all I need to make is, no, I know what I said. I used to say, I want to make $10,000 a month in just doing hems, just hems alone. Okay. That was my goal. 10,000 a month, just doing hems. Right. I'm like, yeah, all I got to do is this, boom, boom, boom. But listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. After I said that, however much time had went past, I don't even know how much time went past. But after I said that, a big brand, a very big popular brand reached out to me and basically told me they asked, to partner with me for me to do the hems for their clients, right? Y'all, I didn't realize though, the thing is, when you ask for something, you got to be very specific in your ask because essentially that is what I'm doing, right? For this particular company. I'm doing their hems. Okay. But this ain't the type of hems that I was talking about when I was asking for hems to be making like $10,000 a month. It wasn't this kind of hem. This ain't what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But hey, then I, but hey, listen, I'm grateful. Okay? I'm grateful. So, but I say all that to say, you gotta be real specific when there's something that you want or to achieve in your ask. Because looky here, I tell you, looky here. But I'm grateful. It is what it is. I got what I wanted, right? Just not the way I thought I was going to get it, or not what I was thinking. But I guess I wasn't very clear as to what I wanted, right? But hey, that's all right. I'm still working. My fingers still work. My mind is good. My heart beats. I'm alive. I'm blessed. So, hey, y'all see it's Big Silkin in the comments? Make sure y'all go follow her page. You're looking for skincare? That's a cosmetic brand. Big brand. Big cosmetic brand. Make sure y'all go follow. All right. And be sure to like. Thank you. But I wanted to just come on here and do some hems and y'all just kind of watch me work. Okay. Y'all just kind of watch me work while I prepare these hems. I'll be wondering how YouTube, like what makes YouTube decide who they're going to show your video to. You know what I'm saying? Like when people go live and like you're scrolling and stuff like that, like how do they decide who they're going to show it to? I mean, I'm sure at this point it's the algorithm and AI, but even still, like what are the determinations and the criteria that they use to decide who they're going to show videos to? Because I could be on YouTube scrolling through the lives and it's just random. I'm just curious. Do you know? Do you know Big Silken? Do you know my Indian friend? How do they do that? I think I just realized a faster way to get these hems done is by preparing everything first. And then after everything has been prepared, then go hem them. I think I just discovered something, y'all, as I'm on here with y'all. If my shirt don't stop lifting up like that, trying to act like so I got something going on in there, chill, just chill. Keep calm and chill, okay? Stop lifting up like that. Don't nobody want to see your stomach. You ever sat there and talked to yourself? Because I do it all the time. I really do. I can't. I can't see. I can't see who came on just now. I'm sorry. I want to say hi to you by your name, but I just cannot. Dawn, I think this is Dawn. Hi, Dawn. I'm just on here preparing these hymns, and I think I just came up with a better way. Usually, when I do my hymns like these, I have like bulk hymns that I have to do. Usually, what I would do is I would do them one by one. But I said, I'm not going to do them one by one because I was going to come on live and talk to you guys. So I said, instead of me moving the camera back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I'm like, okay, let me just go on here and just prepare them so that, just prepare the hem so that once I'm ready to stitch it, all I got to do is grab it and stitch it, right? Yo, but I'm moving a whole lot faster with the preparation. And then once it's prepared, all I got to do is stitch them bad boys. This makes so much more sense. So I guess I need to say thank you for taking the time to watch me do this, because it just dropped in my spirit that this is what I need to do all the time. Like, oh, duh. This is what I need to do all the time. It just made so much more sense to me. Y'all, I am one of those. I work. I literally work like 7 days a week, right? And I saw the story of that young lady, and I wish I knew her name because I want to show her some respect by saying her name. I think it was Kita or something along those lines. Forgive me if that's not her, but Quita or something like that, where she made a post talking about um, she made a post saying that she needed rest, right? I think she was a business owner, and she works 7 days a week, which I can understand because myself being a business owner, I can totally relate to having to work 7 days a week, right? But from my knowledge, she was working 7 days a week. And this young lady made a post on Facebook. I think she had been working 7 days a week for a while. And then she made a post on Facebook saying her name. Let's say her name was Quita, saying Quita needs rest, right? And they later found out that she passed. She went to go finally take a rest after working 7 days a week, and she unfortunately passed away in her sleep. And I was like, no. When I tell y'all, when I heard that story, it really hit me and hit home for me, because that could have been me. Because when I tell y'all I work 7 days a week, I literally work 7 days a week. I am here all the time. However, the difference though with me is that when I feel like I need to rest, like when my body is telling me to stop and I need to stop, I listen and I stop. I won't keep going. Like I'm like, no, I need to stop. My body's telling me to take a break, and I will take a break. I don't know what her circumstances was or whatever have you, but she laid to rest, and she literally laid to rest. And I'm so sorry for her, to her family, that has to go through that, because really and truly, at the end of the day, this, what you do, your job, money, it's not worth your life. Your life is priceless, man. It's not worth your life. I tell my husband all the time, when I need to take time off, I'm going to stop. I don't care. These customers, they're just going to have to wait. Either you're going to wait, or you're just going to have to go to somebody else to get done whatever it is that you need or want to get done. I am not going to break my back, okay, to be out there trying to get work done and trying to do this and trying to do that. I'm not going to do it. That I promise myself I would not do. I'm not going to do that at all. And I don't advise you to either, because she literally went to to rest her body, and her body was just, it gave out, and she died in her sleep, man. That, whew, That's why you have to always praise God and give Him grace and mercy because, listen, you just don't know. So when your body is talking to you and telling you to stop, take a break, please listen. Please listen. Stop and take a break. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until your body is screaming at you, okay? Because it's in so much distress. And now you decide to take a break and you can't get back up. Don't do that. So that was a lesson for me. So this most recent holiday that just passed, 4th of July, I was closed on the 4th of July, which was the Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. And that Thursday I closed early. I closed at 2 o'clock, right? So I said to myself, okay, bet this will give me an opportunity to get caught up on some work and blah, 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 blah. Y'all, didn't happen. When I tell you I laid down on Friday, no, on Thursday, after I closed the store and I did whatever I had to do on Friday, when I went to bed Thursday night and got up Friday, you're not going to believe this. I didn't get up out of my bed on Friday, which is 4th of July, until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Hear me when I tell you, I didn't get out of my bed until 5 o'clock in the afternoon on 4th of July. That's like crazy work for me. But what that told me was my body was desperate for rest. Desperate for rest. And I just needed to stop. I needed to stop and take a break. And I'm so glad I did. So my intent was to be caught up, but I didn't get caught up. I surely did not. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Because that work, the work ain't go nowhere. I still got to work. And what I did was I called the customers and I said, hey, I'm sorry. I know I told you it's going to be ready on such and such day, but it's not going to be ready. It's going to be ready a couple of days later. Are you cool with that? And you know what? Every last one of them said, yeah, sure. No problem. No problem. So I would have been stressing myself out trying to get people's work done when in reality, all I had to do was just call them and ask them to push the date. And it worked out just fine. Okay? Look how fast I got. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 pieces prepped and ready for stitching. Damn. Just by talking to y'all. And I'm just on here 30 minutes. Wow. All right. I guess I'll do a little bit more prepping. But I did say I was going to go live Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So I wanted to keep my promise. I don't see much talkative action in the comments. So I will catch you guys on Thursday. All right, deuces. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments because I'm going to post this video. Bye.